Light that bitch on fire. Come on. Yanki and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network on a Friday night. Hey, guys, what's happening out there? Nice to see some of you here. Sean Cloud, Cora Cockrell. What's going on? Hi, Cora. Wonderful, wonderful woman that you are. We're just here now. You know, I said, I posted up a quick post that said we're going to rock tonight. And, of course, what happens, one of our greatest listeners comes on and says, I want to hear some country. So, okay, because I know I said we were going to do country and we were going to do country on Friday and Saturday, blah, 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 but nobody seemed to say anything about what they really want, so I just felt like rocking and rolling. But, in that case, I have a great tune here. By request, off the hit line.
For Laurie Schmidt.
Shania Twain and Party for Two.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah?
I'm having a party. Want to come?
Well, having a party for two. Want to come? Yanki and the Brit.
That sounds like a party for the Yankee and the Brit.
I'm telling you, let's get on it. What happened to your mic? How'd that get turned down?
I don't know. What you done? You've been pushing my buttons again. You
fine.
sure know
Oh,
how
I had to
push
turn them.
my buttons.
Silence, I say. Silence. All right, where were we? There you go, Lori.
Yes, that was for Laurie Schmidt.
And, of course, if anybody else wants some country, great. Bring it on, man. It's all right. We'll do whatever we got to do. We're just here to party and jam and have a good time.
Yes, we are.
It was nice to hear from her. Didn't know if they were still alive or not. Why does my pit feel like caulking?
I don't know. Why don't you stop touching your pit and then you won't feel corking?
Where else would you keep your caulking? Okay.
I'm saying nothing.
He said
You
he
sound like
said
you got
he's
something
calling us
jammed up
later.
your arse. What?
Who's calling?
Steve says he was off to dinner and he may call us later. And I
Oh,
said
right.
if he calls us later, he's going to end up on the bloody show.
Well, isn't that interesting? Somebody tried to call us somehow with some video thing, and it didn't work. I don't know what that was all about.
No, I have no idea.
But here we are, 59 missiles later, and ready to rock. So, you got anything you want to hear? Country or rock, it doesn't matter. We just want to jam, that's all. The RTM Radio Network, Yanki and the Brit, and we are rocking it. Good old Bon Scott from 1977, Dog Eat Dog, AC/DC, baby, rocking the house over here. Well, weren't quite sure what to do. You know, I'd said we were going to do country all the time, but we need to rock. And nobody's really said anything otherwise. We don't know what's going on. I don't have a clue. I really don't. So I don't know if we're long for this world or not. Getting, I don't know what happened. So anyways, 59 friggin' missiles, and there's still a building standing over there. I'm just amazed by that. You would think when we attack Syria, there would be, like, nothing left but a vacant field, right? It still amazes me. Spent all that money, all that time, trying to make our point, and what? There's still something standing, even if it's just a little bit. There should have been, like, zero. Should have been nothing over there. So I just don't get what's going on. But what a crazy thing, man. We're all going to die. The end is near. Oh, my God. Oh. Who knows? If we do, we do. You know. And then there was that attack in Sweden. And then what was the one before that? Netherlands, was it? I mean, freaking guys are going all over the place. So it's crazy, man. So just watch. Keep your eyes open, man. You never know when that shit's going to come here. You can't tell me it's not. I mean, they seem to be ahead of it so far, but, you know, once in a while somebody creeps through, but pretty scary shit if you ask me. So anyways, we're here to rock. That's what we're doing. Did you see my picture dressed as Goulardi? I love that guy, man. It was such a cool show. It was really kind of retarded. Nowadays, it would never last. But back then, it was the coolest thing on TV when I was a kid. Pretty slick stuff. All righty, let's go on over here. Let's see. What do we got? How about some Audio Slave? We haven't heard from them in a while. Oh, the old lady's over here shaking her head at me like, what the hell is that friggin' racket coming out of your mouth over there? I can't sing that song worth a shit, but damn, it rocks. So I'm just doing the best I can. Way too high for me, but my God, is it fun. Hell of a good tune. So what's going on, everybody? I see there's like nobody here, nobody talking, nobody yakking. Hope somebody's jamming out there somewhere, which is a beautiful thing. We're here to rock, and that's what we plan on doing. So unless you've got plans otherwise, some country, I don't care, really. No rap, of course, but we're here to rock. So Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Don't you hate it when jocks play these songs and they start talking over the end and mess them all up? I try to let them play all the way out. Because sometimes the endings is where the best part is. I don't understand why a lot of people do that. Oh, they'll tell you it's time. We have time constraints. We have to squeeze as much in as possible. Well, we don't do ads, and we don't do all that stuff here. We don't do politics. We just jam. And hope to hell that's what you like to do, too. Well, get her done, Steve Perry. Whoop, whoop.
I honestly thought that was a woman.
He's a freaky-looking dude, though, man. I'll tell you what. Look what that voice did for him, though. Hey, I didn't ask you to continue on there. Silence over there, boys. Why did that do that? I don't have it set on auto. Stupid thing. Stop it, I said right now. John Rooney, how are you, my friend?
John Pooper Rooney is in our chat room.
Nice to see you. Good to have you here. I just love it, man. Looking good over there. Stay sick, my friend. Stay sick. Be cool. Do what it is you do. Can we have some country, please? Anything. I'm driving. Well, of course. All you got to do is ask. If you were listening to what I say, you would know that.
Sandy Fisher.
I know. And Debra, baby. What's up, Debra?
Debra, it holds the tits.
There she is. And, of course, John Poobaroonie. Yes, all right. All right, let's do this, and we'll come back and we'll get some country on. Oh, yeah, baby. Yes, sir. That always gets me up and moving along. I just love it. He wrote that song just for me. I know he did.
Tell you what, that song was in my head for about 4 nights. And there was one particular night where if I'm not feeling ever so well, I have the weirdest dreams and songs go round and round and round in my head. And the other night, that song was just waking me up. I kept waking up loads and loads of times. And that song was just round and round my head. And T-shirts as well. I was kind of in and out of sleep, and there was T-shirts flying around the room, and I couldn't catch them, and I couldn't keep up. And it was just crazy. And then the next morning, I was putting on all sorts of songs just to get that song out of my head. I even put on the Booby song, and the Booby song is just another one that gets stuck in my head. But I was like, anything just to get rid of that song. So I put on the Booby song, and eventually was going down the road and was having a nice country drive, and everything was quiet. And I had, for the first time in days, I did not have that song in my head. Well, lo and behold, someone next to me, the driver...
That would be me.
It's a good job he's hot. He started whistling the Steve Hickman song. Oh, my gosh. Can you believe it?
I need a cane pole, fishing hole, catfish on, here we go. You know what I like.
So I'm about to string Steve Hickman up by his gonads, and the husband is close second.
Not nice. Anyways, John said, considering requesting some sea rock, but afraid Sandy might drive off the road. Sea rock, is that Chinese, or what does sea rock? What is that? Is that something I don't know about anymore, or I'm so far behind on everything? I just like to jam. I don't care what it is, but don't be afraid to bring it on. Sandy will be all right. She's been driving a long time. I think she can keep it on the road. By request for Debra that holds the tits, it's
Hi,
the Booby
Jason.
Girl.
Some boys kiss me, some boys hurt me. I think they okay. If they don't give me proper credit, I just walk away. They can beg and they can plead, but they can't see the light. 'Cause the boy with all the cold hard cash is always Mr. Right. 'Cause we are living a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living a material world, and I am a material girl. Some boys romance, some boys slow dance, that's alright with me. If they can't raise my material girl. You know that we all live in the material world, and I am a material girl. Live in the material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we all live in the material world, and I am a material girl. Boys may come and boys may go, and that's alright, you'll see. Experiences made me rich, and now they're after me. 'Cause we all live in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we all live in a material world, and I am a material girl. Live in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we all live in a material world, and I am a material girl. Material, a material, a material, a material.
In a material world.
Material.
In a material world. Living in a material world.
Material.
In a material world. Living in a material world.
Material.
In a material world. Living in a material world.
Material.
In a material world.
There she is, the old wonderful, beautiful wife. Yanki and Brit, the RTM Radio Network. What's going on, everybody? Got one lined up here, request for Mr. Rooney. Check this one out. Wow, what a great song. I'll tell you what, that's great. Love the sound. Sounds fantastic. Well recorded and all that stuff, but you know what? I put a stake through it so we don't have to worry about hearing that one again. Another girl has boy problem kind of songs. No problem with the Chinese part. Great sound, great audio. But the effects, ay, what's the matter with you people? By request, for Rebecca. Ugly kids.
The only reason I ride around on recap tires.
And you're the reason I'm hanging out clothes outside on the walls.
And you're the reason our kids are ugly, little darlings. All the looks ain't everything, and money ain't everything, but I love you just the same. You're the reason I've changed a beer from soda pop.
You're the reason I never get to go to the beauty shop.
You're the reason our kids are ugly, little darlings. All the looks ain't everything, and money ain't everything, but I love you just the same. I guess that we won't ever have everything we need, 'cause when we get ahead, it's got another mouth to feed.
And that's the reason that my good looks are my biggest con.
And that's the reason that I ain't got no head of cold. And you're the reason our kids are ugly, little darlings. All the looks ain't everything, the money ain't everything, but I love you just the same.
Bradley, why in the devil don't you go and shave and put on a clean pair of pants?
But Donna, look at yourself. I wish you'd take them curlers out of your hair and go put on a little bit of makeup and get out of that house coat before supper.
Ha! Well, let me tell you something, Randy. Considering everything that I went through today, I look like a movie star.
star.
Yeah, Phyllis Diller.
Thank you.
Besides that, all our kids took after your part of our family anyway.
Oh, they did, huh? What about the ones that's bald?
Well, I guess you might say they took after me.
Your choice for country music, the RTM.
Milk, that would work just fine for me. The RTM Radio Network on a Friday night over here just making it happen. Now we've gone from rock to country. Never know what's going to happen around here. Get your your requests in if you want, whatever you want. I guess it really doesn't matter. Well, John, actually, it was okay. It's just another one of those girl losing boyfriend kind of things, and I just can't stomach those kind of songs. I just, not my thing. Too much of that girly stuff
Did you
going on.
gag
there.
reflex?
Yeah, gives me a gag reflex. That's right. But the sound, the quality and the sound and the music and the video, oh, it's great stuff. Just not my kind of song, that's all. And I don't even need to be able to read the Chinese subtitles in it because you can tell what it is by the music and by how she's singing and the video and, oh, you know what I'm talking about. That's just the way it is. I don't like it. I can't help it. It's just not my thing. I like the rock ones you send with the little girls in short skirts and some of the hair bands from Japan and Korea, and all those are pretty wicked. But it is nice to see somebody else actually checking out other music because there's just not too many people. Everybody seems to be stuck in a rut, you know. So I have no problem playing different stuff from other countries, and, you know, as long as it's good rock and then it was a great song, don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem playing it, but...
Well, this is radio. Most of the listeners don't care how short the skirts are on the girls.
Yeah, but I do, because I watch the videos when I play the songs.
I know.
That's where that comes from. Just like this, by request, my wife again. Donna does boobs.
You really don't want to watch that video.
I do want to watch it.
You gotta have boobs if you want to impress tycoons and boobs. You need boobs to fill out a sweater. You need 2, but 3 might be better. That's 1 in the back for dancing. Do, 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 do. You gotta be stacked. Hey, you gotta be grouped, individually packed. For with boobs you can start a romance up. Make a man stand right up and take his hat off. I know it doesn't rhyme, Ducky, but it does keep me legitimate. To make a bowl for the earth and the mother. Even a cow has to show her udders. You gotta have boobs. B-O-O-B-S. Some push 'em up, and some stick 'em out, and some keep them flapping in the breeze. Some tie them down, because if they don't, they would hang down to their knees. Just you tease you. Gotta have boobies if you want men to offer diamonds and rubies. Why, even a tennis player would knock his balls out over the net for a chick who fills each cup until she falls out. Big, small or medium, more oversized, they've all got that flavor and it's homogenized. You gotta have boobs. B-O-O-B-S. Now some have enough, and some have too much, and some like me could stand a whole lot more. Some are like watermelons, and some are like grapes, and some are like knobs upon the door. What's your score? You gotta be filled. 2 fried eggs will never grab him like grapefruits will, and they're both breakfast foods. But listen, girls, don't try to fool your lover. Remember, he can go to Gertrude if he wants rubber. Some men are like men and some are behind men. But if he's a boobsman, even a blind man will find him. You gotta have boobs. B-O-O-B-S. You think it's easy to write songs like this? Lots of research. Just think if all us girls had boobies with fluorination, we could take the cavities out of the whole damnation. A nibble a day keeps the dentist away. Out cockers like big knockers. This goes over great in Derby. You've gotta have boobs or be kind to your flat-chested friends. Tomorrow she may be bigger than you are. You start out with A cup and wind up with E cup. Silicone's a girl's best friend.
Yes, sir, bobbing boobies and bouncing girl things. Yankee to Brit. Hi. What's going on? Laura White. Hello there, me love. How are ya? What the hell is that, Deborah? Bouncing boobies? Put those back in the bra, Deborah. I love the hillbilly bone inside. What the hell are you talking about now?
Keith Sampson in his song about a hillbilly bone inside. I know. Maybe he doesn't realise how funny that is.
John says, I ain't got no twang and I sure don't want no hillbilly bone inside. Oh, my God. What is the matter with you people? Gotta love it. Crazier you are, the better. Let's do some rock, shall we? Bad Company. Holy Water. With the holiest of DJs, Random Man, and his sidekick, Donna. On the RTM Radio Network, Cooper, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I've had enough. Not putting up with your shit anymore. Wah ha ha ha. God damn it.
Debra says that wasn't Alice. I think she's...
I think you'll find it is.
It's Alice.
It certainly is. Been jamming that tune way back to my favorite bar in Geneva on the Lake, the Cove.
Checked it, Debra. What would you like me to do? I'm not quite sure.
What's the matter?
She sent me the link to No More Mr. Nice Guy. We can't play him twice on the...
I'll play a second of it just to prove that I'm right. I don't have a problem with that. And the reason I played Donna's Boob song off of and wanted to watch the video is because I made the video, so why shouldn't I? Blah. And we got one for Mr. Rooney lined up here, too. In fact, let's go over here and hit that puppy right now.
That looks like a live version. Click that link.
Click that link.
In the Spreaker chat.
Click that link now. Yeah, it is. Live!
I got a bad reputation, and I don't know why. I brush my hair, brush my teeth, I go to church, and I'm a really nice guy. Yeah. I used to be such a sweet, sweet thing till they got a hold of me. I'd open doors for little old ladies. I'd help the blind to see. I got the friends 'cause they read the papers. They can't be...
Oh, I could almost listen to it again. That's a hell of a jam. Boy, that even sounds better in concert. That's what that one is. Wow, nice stuff. Very good, but there you go. Nanner, nanner, nanner.
Why do you always say banana, banana, banana,
Banana, banana, banana. Nanner, 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 nanner. Bat banana, bat nana, Donna. How's Sherry Schmidt do that?
Hey, is anybody going to win a hat tonight?
No, we weren't even playing the game. Nobody played last time, so I wasn't even going to bother this time. Nobody gives a shit about that game. So, that's out. The less you participate, the less we do. Thank God you're here to listen to the music anyways. That's a good start. That's what I heard growing up.
What? Banana, banana, banana,
Nanner,
banana,
nanner,
banana,
nanner.
banana, banana, banana,
I hope
banana.
Banana Man. All right, by request for Mr. Pooperoony over here, Band Maid with a Yankee and a Brit. Oh, yeah, Brian James, and Gotta Get There. He was on the show with us a few weeks back.
Quite the jam.
Good guy, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a great tune, man, that's for sure.
How
Here's
you
one-
doing over there, Mr. I was just about to call him Blake Taylor. That is the reason, Mr. Taylor Barker, that I get confused with your name.
Are you still thinking of Blakey?
Yeah, Blakey. I kept thinking Taylor. It's usually a surname in the UK, but I thought there must be something else that's confusing me. And then I saw Blake's name on Facebook the other day, and it's Blake Taylor. That's why I automatically go to call you Blakey.
Yes, DeBroad, Brian, Steve, Keith, they're all a bunch of kick-ass singers, every one of them. That's why we're so glad to have them here. And
Yes,
coming up
we
tomorrow
are.
night, by the way, we're going to have Kyle Daigle with us.
Yes.
So tomorrow night's country night, of course, without question. No mixing up with the rock or anything.
And Cora, if you're still listening, you put us in touch with a guy, Justin Walker, just a few weeks ago. And it took his time to get back to me, but we are having him on the show on the 17th of June.
Cora left quite a while ago.
Oh, all right then.
She, what did she say? I forget. She was tired or a headache or something like that. But anyways, there she is. All right, sorry guys, but the wind is bad. It keeps knocking the internet out.
Yes, I did see that, yes.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll make sure you remind her later. But yeah, new guy going to be with us. What's his name again?
Justin Walker.
Justin Walker.
Yeah, I saw a video of him singing. I think he was in his kitchen or something, and he was so cool. I love it.
Awesome. And so were you both. What?
We are kick
Idiots?
ass.
Oh my God, I spit all over my microphone. Wipe that.
I'm not quite so chatty tonight, guys, but leaving it all over to Randy tonight.
A little scatty, but not too chatty.
Yeah.
That's the wife over there. Here's one for the wife. Foo Fighters! Foo Fighters, Never Long with the Yankee and the Brit. By request, Old Man in His Home. The old man told his story about the years gone by, how he played his home down in New Orleans and some old dingy dive. I knew 'em all back then, he said, as he reached out for his home. He closed his eyes, wet his lips, and then the blues were born. He played with so much feeling, tears came from his eyes. He stopped and reminisced a bit, and then he gave a sigh. He said, you know, I almost made it, but that was before your time. Dixieland, Ho-Ho Blues, Scatman Jack and wine. Slapped his knee and gave a grin. It sure was good back then, reaching for his home on the floor. Placed it in an old tote sack that hung across his back. He said goodbye and shuffled out the door. Enthused by what it told me, I never got his name, so I called the waitress over and started to explain. A tired old man, his tarnished form, memories of years gone by, how he played his horn, reminisced, smiled with tear-dimmed eyes. She said, you are mistaken, there's been no one but you, but I know who you're talking about. I used to know him too. You'll find him down on Mason Street, in the back of an old churchyard. Don't let reeds rest in peace. I tried, but it sure was hard. Slapped his knee and gave a grin. It sure was good back then. Reaching for his home on the floor. Placed it in an old tote sack that hung across his back. He said goodbye and shuffled out the door. He said goodbye and shuffled out the door. Yanki. Sandy must be over there shaking her head by now. I'm pretty sure she is. Quit playing that damn noise. Play some real music. All right, I'm working on your copperhead commode there for you, so just chill, sit back, and if I can figure out why this thing doesn't want to work, that would help. I don't get it. How many more times does Copperhead Road have to be put in there? Jesus, look at that. I took the word road off, and it comes right up. Jerk. Anyways, doing the Goulardi thing over here. I think, did you post that video up?
I've sent it to you.
Oh, all right then. Stick a little video over here, what I was doing just a few minutes ago. And then you'll know why I was doing what I was doing. Makes perfect sense. Excuse me while I have some coffee. God, I love that McDonald's coffee. That shit is just probably the best coffee I've had anywhere. We rate our restaurants that we go to by the coffee they have. I do.
You do?
Yeah, and there's plenty of them I'll never go back to. Jesus Christ, folks, if you're going to serve food, have a decent cup of coffee. God, I don't know how people can keep going to those places. So many people love and enjoy coffee, and you go in these places and these idiots put salt in it and extra water and God knows what else, chlorine, bleach, probably. Jeez. And using city water does not help because the city water around here is just friggin' horrendous. You know, and I feel for mom and pop, you know, they just, they use city water. And, oh, my God, the coffee doesn't even smell right. But this shit is good, man. We get spring water. We go to the store and buy it. 78 cents a gallon. And it's, by the end of the month, sometimes it's a little, depending on how much we use, it's even a little bit cheaper than having a water bill. And the water's, you know, spring water. It's clean. And it limes up the coffee maker just like spring water would do. You know, city water doesn't have any of that crap in it. It's all cleaned out and everything. But I'll tell you what, a little white vinegar through the coffee maker, good as new. Keep after regular. Man, what a difference in the taste of the coffee, though. You just can't beat it. Steve Earle, by request in the Copperhead Road. Copperhead Road. Yanki and the Brit. Rocking it, country. Yanki and the Brit. The RTM nitwits over here. The reason I'd asked about community coffee is because I hauled a few loads of it out of New Orleans. I don't know if that's where it's manufactured, but they had a warehouse there anyways. I don't know exactly. I think it comes from out of Louisiana somewhere. But I drank that for a while because I had lots of free coffee, but it wasn't the greatest either. I just wondered if anybody else had actually enjoyed that or not. I'm just all about the McDonald's coffee. It's just right for me, you know. I mean, Starbucks is too strong. Gives me the shits, and the same with fucking No Nuts. It does the same thing. It's too strong, man. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, if you like strong coffee, but, you know, I don't want the hair on my nuts to burn off either. I just, you know, it's a nice, sensible cup of coffee. But nothing watered down, for God's sake.
You used to like that donut shop one, didn't you? And all of a sudden that got really quite strong.
Yeah, donut shop in the from Keurig. That used to be really good, and I don't know what happened to that, but it started tasting shitty. So I just threw the Keurig out and stopped wasting plastic and found a 16-ounce can of McDonald's coffee on the shelf of Walmart for, well, how much is that, $8?
Yeah, about $8.50.
Yeah, it's $8. Hell, man, it's great friggin' coffee for that money. It's $7 for Maxwell House and all those other things I grew up with. Donna actually likes Taster's Choice, the granulated, freeze-dried stuff. And I used to drink that as
Oh,
a
not
kid.
anymore. I've been spoiled by American coffee now.
Yeah, McDonald's
I will
has ruined
never, ever, ever. You would never catch me even sniffing a jar of instant coffee. And you know how I love to sniff a jar of coffee, don't you,
Oh,
darling?
man, there's nothing better than pulling
Yes,
the top off of there.
sir.
I think I talked about that before, going to the piers out in New York, Boston, I think. Man, where was it? Boston? Baltimore. And walking into the coffee warehouse, and it was so awesome, man, that first smell. About 15 minutes later, you're puking, wishing the hell you could get out of there because the smell was so friggin' overwhelming. That's just too much. That's like going to Nestle's, and you go in the chocolate plant to pick up chocolate, and the smell of chocolate is so awesome when you step
It's
through the
like
door.
when you open a bag of peanut M&Ms and you just stick your head in and...
And the smell's great at first.
No, you just don't take your head out.
Oh, I see. Well, you don't, maybe.
Not until the bag's empty.
I believe it is.
Nom, 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 nom.
I'm not sure, Sandy. It may be a chicory because it's got that bitterish kind of aftertaste to it or something like that. But it was okay. But I wouldn't, like I said, I just drank it because it was free. I had lots of it. So, you haul enough of it. Somebody happens to run a fork through it. What are you going to do? Damn, somebody's got to clean all that up. Shame, shame, shame. But that's what happens. Wait, is that a new song, Sandy Damn Porch Monkey? Oh, jeez.
And, of course, when you have the peanut M&Ms in a champers glass.
In a what?
In a champers glass. In your mum's champagne glasses. I don't even know if they're champagne glasses. I don't know what glasses
They
they
are. They could be
purple
considered
glasses.
that.
But when you slurp the M&Ms from the champers glasses, darling, they are just simply divine.
John was talking about a sipping tea. No tea over here. Donna doesn't even drink tea anymore. She came over here and got hooked on Mickey's coffee and hasn't touched tea. All about buying British tea, Go out and spend that money. We spent money, bought
My
British tea, and now
brother
nobody drinks
sent me
it.
some tea bags, and I've barely even had any. It's nice to have a cup every now and again, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes at night, when we've finally shut down in this room.
We had some in the dead of winter there when it was like 50 degrees outside.
Mm.
Ha ha.
And my brother sent us some amazing hot chocolate. It's not like the hot chocolate that you get over here. It is just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Absolutely. The
it's
chocolate is much better.
just lovely.
I will say that about English chocolate. Much
That's the
better.
best way, Deborah. Stuff them in your face.
It's a really rich chocolate. It doesn't, and the milk chocolate is really a milky chocolate. It's not like Nestle's or Hershey's milk chocolate.
Now
It's
he's
friggin'
talking
awesome.
about Galaxy chocolate, which is a lot like Dove.
Yeah, you
chocolate.
can get those over here too, by the way, if you look for them.
Yeah, well, you don't be fooled though, because I bought some Maltesers from Walmart, and Maltesers I just adore.
Which is a malted milk ball.
Yeah, but they're not like those nasty ones that you guys have. What are those ones I bought one time when they were really horrible? Those malted balls.
That's malted milk balls.
Yeah, I got some of those from here, and they were horrible. And Maltesers, I've loved them all my life. And I saw some in Walmart, and I was like, oh my gosh, Walmart sell Maltesers. I was about creaming my knickers over here. And they tasted like American chocolate.
I know,
did
they're
not
terrible.
Taste like
I never
British
liked
chocolate.
malted milk balls anyways.
And it said on the packet, on the box, it said imported all the way from the UK.
Full of shit.
They were not from the UK. I'm sorry, but I will put my foot down with a heavy fist.
I don't like malted milk balls, but you had those Maltese that your brother sent over here, and they were awesome. The chocolate is totally different. I don't care what anybody tells you or what it says on the package. They're full of shit. That shit is not imported.
Oh, look at Laura White. Fresh peanut M&Ms out of the factory are to die for.
Oh, Donna would just
I
love
would
that
just
shit.
be drooling. Now, I've never really been a big fan of peanut M&Ms, I have to tell you.
Not until you got here.
My nan used to eat loads of them when she was quitting smoking. Every time she fancied a cigarette, she kept shoveling them in. And I bought her this little, this M&M man, and you pull its arm, and it would release some M&Ms out at the bottom. And then all of a sudden, one day, I just became addicted to them, and the rest is history.
Got to
Oh,
admit,
still
Laura, that's
warm.
pretty cool.
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh.
Oh, it's awesome. I was going to say, you got to admit that's pretty cool to go in those
Oh,
places
my.
and get that stuff fresh like that. It is the
Oh,
best,
baby,
right off the
baby.
line. It's not bad. And Debra says tea with honey. I've been putting honey in my coffee for years. I'll never use sugar again. Never.
And I
Not
just
unless. Now,
I
I've been in some
cringe
restaurants
at
where they
that.
don't have honey, so it's sugar or nothing. But I happen to pick up a few extra packets of honey from McDonald's once in a while. So there's I got a great big basket full of them. Every time I go get my coffee, I get 2 honeys instead of 1, and keep one. I filled up this big basket full of these honey things, so I always keep a couple in the truck for my coffee. But honey and coffee, man, that's the way to go right there.
Yeah, and you know, I've never really even mentioned this to Randy. One of the reasons why I don't like honey. I mean, and the taste of it is one thing. I just don't like it in my drink. I don't like any sweetness in my drink. But when I was young, my dad's brother used to have this big jar of honey, and he used to put honey in his coffee and in his tea.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm like about gloopy stuff? And honey has that gloopy look. I can't do raw meat, blood stuff, gloopy stuff, snot, shit, piss, anything like that.
I put honey in the tea too when I
mine.
do have tea.
Yeah, he does. And that gloopiness, sometimes when I see Randy, most of the time he will put the little sachet inside the cup and let the heat from the drink, melt it, and it all just comes into his cup. So I never really see him pouring out honey much, but sometimes... bleh.
Yeah, and every once in a while, a good old spoonful of honey helps the medicine go down. Better than sugar. Just not a big sugar fan, except
and sometimes
my frostings and icings and stuff.
Sometimes Randy will pour out. Sometimes, like if we're having breakfast somewhere, he'll get some honey and he'll just scoop some of the honey onto his spoon and eat it. And I just about shudder. Ugh.
Also, honey on your biscuits, honey on chicken. Oh my God, is that good?
You guys are gross.
Honey dipped chicken. It's better to put the honey on the fried chicken yourself. Fry it up in a greasy old pan, put some honey on it. Yeah, baby.
You guys are nasty.
Oh, I'm telling you. But you got to put the honey in your coffee while it's hot so it dissolves completely, because it will get gloopy and lay in the bottom if it's cold coffee or half lukewarm or whatever.
Bleh.
See, Dad, Laura said we used to pick up loads and get 5 or 6 large bags. I know. And the bags out of the factory are a different size than... sometimes they give you the big... Sometimes they ship different candies, like Hershey's. You pick up Hershey's and they have giant boxes of nothing but Hershey's candy bars in smaller boxes packed inside these big boxes.
Oh, baby.
And when one of those idiots shoves a fork through it, guess what? That shit goes all over the place. Well, if it hits the floor, they won't load it on the truck. Some won't. Some will. Depends on where you are. But I never said nothing because they're like, we got to clean this up. Take a couple while you're picking it up. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. And frozen food used to bring home all kinds of meat and shit like that all the time.
Now, I saw those, Laura White.
Some
I
nice
saw
perks.
them. I once saw some peanut M&Ms, and they were larger. The M&Ms were like about that big, and the peanuts were dead big in them. But I don't actually know where you buy them. It doesn't really bother me, A peanut M&M is a peanut M&M, and I'm not fussy.
See, John knows. Honey on biscuits. Hell yeah. Especially a good crispy biscuit. A little bit of crust around the outside ring.
Now, I would never put honey on ham,
Sounds like your bunghole.
But what?
I said it sounds like your bunghole.
What sounds like my
A
bunghole?
little crusty ring around it with some honey on it.
Oh, yeah, that's my bunghole, that is.
I don't know why I
You're
said
going to
that.
lick that later, baby.
Shit, bullshit. That's one thing I ain't putting no honey on.
Ring me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. One chocolate starfish coming up.
Harpoon it, baby. Harpoon the chocolate starfish.
Captain, there be whales.
Oh, I tell you what, Debra had me giggling about the bar and soap thing. I thought I have to be equally as disgusting back.
You know what? I ain't buying that bar of soap crap.
Yeah,
That's
you're
just,
not.
it don't work for me. The other morning, I woke up with a cramp and the shit was laying right there.
Because the fucking bar of soap was under the bed.
No, it was in the
has
bed
to be
that night.
In the bed.
Homemade peanut butter. That's pretty good, too. I haven't had homemade peanut butter in a long time. That's got a whole different taste, too. It doesn't have all the crap added to it. I think that makes a big difference. Look at you guys know your food, man. Them truck drivers know how to eat, I'll tell you what. Especially when you get that shit for free. My eyes are so full of boogers. Jeez. Crazy. Alrighty, where are we? What's going on over here?
Anyway, I have to say about the bar of soap thing.
Debra says we're all nuts. Peanuts!
Now, I did read up that it does not work for everyone, but it works for most people. And I've heard this since I was a kid from different walks of life and different, like Teresa as well. She's over here in America. She mentioned it to me. A little old lady from Simpin, back where I come from. Someone I used to know on Facebook from South Africa, and I never, ever, ever tried it until I got here. And I tried it, and the other night I was in bed, and my legs had such bad cramp, and I was there thinking, that bar of soap is not in this bed. It cannot be in this bed because I'm suffering tonight. And I woke up the next morning, and that bar of soap was under the bed.
How that happened, I have no idea.
Now a few people, Laura, have said that like an ivory soap, like a white soap, but ours is like a light blue. I don't know what's that one that soap. What's that one that we use?
Zest?
No, it's that light blue bar. But
That's
anyway,
Zest.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the green
Zest.
and the blue ones.
Yeah, we have a green and a blue one, and. Yeah, that seems to work. That's done me all right. And we just stick it inside a sock. And you would think that you would be rolling over it and it digging in you and all sorts. And it's only really dug in me once when I rolled onto it and it got right on my hip. But other than that, it's been fine. So I am totally happy with the bar of soap. And like Gracie said on the Facebook yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, these doctors, they're quite happy to just keep giving you pills and pills and pills because you are paying for them,
Sure.
So
keep that cash rolling. I got to pay for that mansion.
Yeah, if you can find a way to ease your pains without medication, then go right ahead and do it. And somebody else mentioned about bananas.
Smoke a joint.
Now I often get muscle spasms, and they really, really get to me sometimes. And I eat a banana, and the muscle spasms just stop. So that's another little way.
I get Irish Spring, the soap. Don't you know, I love the Irish Spring, and I get the body wash, too. I love the smell of it. They got about 3 different kinds, and I forget which brand this body wash is, but that shit smells good, and the smell actually sticks with you. Friend of mine came down and visited once when I lived over in Gunner, and spent a couple nights here while he was waiting on a load, and he was using that body wash, and he come out of the bathroom, and I could smell it, and it's like, man, that smells friggin' awesome. What is that? And he said it was that Irish Spring stuff, so I went and tried some. And nice. I really like it. And the soap is good, too. Even the deodorant. I use all of those every once in a while.
Laura, I can't remember what this woman told me, but years and years ago when I was a sales rep, a woman told me about her and her little old man of a husband used to have a spoonful of apple cider. And I'm sure they said horseradish? No, not horseradish.
Thank God. My dad eats that by the friggin' spoonful.
Oh, I really, really can't remember what it was.
Hi, Sean.
Sean's just come in probably halfway through the conversation. I was mentioning on Facebook a couple of days ago about the
crust around her bunghole.
Not the crust around my bunghole, not on that occasion. No, I was talking about the bar of soap in bed, how it can help you with leg cramps. Because there's been so much, because it's never been scientifically proven, no one's ever been able to say 100% whether it works or whether it doesn't work. So I went on my Facebook the other day just to say, hey, it does work. It's worked for me and it's worked for loads of people. And then the conversation just steered from there, Sean. So whatever we're talking about, I have no idea.
It's all in your mind. It's all hoo-ha. Laura says it helps her every day. That bit of, what kind of vinegar did you say it was? The apple cider.
Vinegar.
You can pour apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, all that. It's the same thing you put through your coffee maker. If it cleans out the crap in your coffee maker, it ought to clean out your innards.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. And when you think about Coca-Cola, oh, my gosh, you think Coca-Cola can clean the junk off your jewelry.
Not only will it take the rust off your bumper, it'll take the rust off your humper.
Yeah, what does it do to your stomach? So anyway, Sean, you kind of came into the middle of it. What can we play for Sean Cloud? What song can we play for you?
I don't know about Sean, but I got this one I want to play now that it's stuck in my mind. The World I Know and Collective Soul. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Appreciate it. Yankee and Brit, we are gone like a cool breeze. Got just a few minutes left, so we're going to call it quits. Don't forget, tomorrow night is Saturday night, all country music. Kyle Daigle's going to be here at 8 o'clock. tune in and check this young man out and see what he's got to offer. What are you doing over there? You're creeping me out. I saw you go like this about 4 times. Like, well, just hand me the damn thing. Anyways, Kyle Daigle will be here tomorrow night. On the 15th, next Saturday, Bobby Johnson and Gary Reagan are going to be in with us. That should be very interesting, having those two guys here. 22nd of April will be Billy Lord. If you don't know who Billy Lord is, check him out. He's got that Billy Cyrus-looking thing going on. 29th of April, Joshua Stanley. He's a pretty cool dude. The 6th of May, Steve Hickman's going to be with us again. On the 13th of May, Zach Clifton. On the 27th of May, Bob Randall. 3rd of June, Jordan Mogi. On the 10th of June, Donna Joe. She's a little sweetheart from Georgia. And the 17th will be Justin Walker, the 17th of June.
And you guys are going to love Jordan Mogi. He is from Northern Ireland, so he's going to have a bit of an accent.
Oh,
so
yeah, this is going to be a blast, isn't it?
So we're going to have a Yankee and a Brit and a Paddy.
How did you get a hold of him anyways?
Do you know, I can't really remember. I think it might have been Kelly Lee. I have no idea.
What are you doing way up yonder there?
Or it could have been Beverly Gosden Knight. You know these...
Oh, I know it, don't you know? Should it be good or you went way up north there? Way up north yonder.
And Donna Joe was recommended to us from Winona. You know, Ship Winona that was in the chat when
Right.
Brian James was on with us.
She's a cutie, funny gal too, man.
Yes. And we still haven't sorted out her promo that she recorded with us.
No, we'll get
Let's
that. We'll do that so we have
We
it
will-
tomorrow night.
Yes,
we'll
we
take
will.
care of that. I forgot. Okay, I'm a bad boy, yabbit. All right, you guys take care. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow night for Country Night. Say goodnight, Donna.
Bye.